Alright, thank you very much for joining the video once again. And as you can see, we are now done with the back end. If you have checked out the most previous video, the most recent video that we have completed the back end, and then we are moving on to the UI, that is the front end, and we are going to be using React Native as has been said in the title. So now for the React Native, we are going to use React Native Expo and not CLI. So how do we go about this? Now you can see that in the previous videos you realize that we had a client folder and a server folder, right? I deleted the client folder because while creating our React Native Expo app, we are going to add the app name to it, and then that is going to come with the folder, right? So basically, let's go into the browser, and then over here you can see that when we inside the expo docs, so docs.expo.dev, you can see inside the quick start that we have npx create expo app with the app name here. So you can just copy that and then run that inside your terminal. But since we're just going to work on the installation for now, I'm just going to go into the installation page, and then you can see that we have all these things. So this is the starting command here. We can just copy this and then go into our VS Code and paste that. Then we edit this. So for the name here, we are going to use, what name should we give to it? We should give it we should give it Solustore. I think I like that because, oh yeah, I'll take Neural Store. Yeah, Neural Store basically. Yeah, Neural Store. And yeah, for some reason you can't bring in those little symbols that come with it. So let's just do neural store like that, all with the small letters. So we stay safe, right? And then you press enter while the thing it keeps building. Okay, so I'm going to wait. I'm going to skip the video from here while it's installing, so that once it's done installing, we can just move on to the next thing or the next video. Okay, so as you can see, this is creating locating the files. Okay, it has been able to do that. So if I open it, you should see that these files are in here. And then we have npm install. It's installing the node modules and all these things that came with the package.json. Okay, so let's clean it up while it's installing. So as you can see, this should be your React Native default application that has been created for you. Okay, so what we could do from here, is we could basically take everything out like this, and then we can have rn rnfe. Okay, so as you can see, it automatically created everything for us afresh, the app file. Okay, so when we go into our app.json here, you can see that we have a bunch of things that we can deal with. Like for example, we have our name, a slag name, and the version, the orientation, that is the way you want your application to appear, portraits. Okay, and then we have the icon, and yeah, so you can set your icon. You can take your app logo, of which I'm going to use inside our assets. I'm going to create an assets folder and make that available to you guys so that you can use that. And then for here, you have the splash image that you can replace with basically your logo, obviously, so that when you open up your application fresh, that first page that appears before the reapplication opens up, you get to see your logo. And also we have the foreground image as well, and yeah, that is for Android. Okay, so yes, there are a bunch of things that you can mess around with around here. And yeah, okay, so it's still installing. We've been able to clean our app.js, and then that should be okay. But how did I get that command? How I got that command was that I got into the extensions, and then there's this extension called ES7 React Redux React Native snippets, and yeah, that's what I used for this command. So once you install that, you should be able to use that. Okay, so rn, and then it brings everything out. Okay, thank you very much for running through the installation part of this video with me, and hopefully we would meet in the next part where we are going to be working on much more interesting stuff like the navbar and stuff like that. Okay, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell just so you don't miss the next part. Thank you.